In other news, the Sierra Club has a new executive director. He is Michael Brune, former executive director of the Rainforest Action Network and also author of Coming Clean, Breaking America's Addiction to Oil and Coal, which was published by Sierra Books in 2008. Brune succeeds Carl Pope, who will remain with the club in the role of executive chairman. I spoke with Mr. Brune today about his hopes for the Sierra Club in his new position. Michael Brune, thank you so much for joining us and congratulations.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Now, the Sierra Club took more than a year to find a successor for Carl Pope. Tell me, what did you tell the club that made you stand out and got you this job?
Well, I'm a big fan of what the Sierra Club has been doing for decades. And so for me, it was a great opportunity to join an organization that has an unparalleled record of success in the country for winning some of the biggest conservation victories over the last century. And I think that the grassroots work that I've done at Rainforest Action Network appealed to the board of directors, who was looking for someone who could lead the club in its important work in the years ahead.
Yeah, no doubt. Now Carl Pope was at the Sierra Club since 1992. How are the two of you managing this transition away from someone so identified with the club?
Well, I clearly have a lot to learn from Carl. He's actually been at the club for more than 35 years, and a big reason why the club is so effective and powerful today is because of his leadership. So I'm looking forward to learning as much as I can from squeezing his brain a little bit, and then also just helping the club to be as innovative and continue to be effective in the years ahead.
So what do you think is the most important thing, or among the most important things the club is doing now that you want to continue?
Well, the top priority this year is clearly to pass strong climate and energy legislation in Congress. We also want to continue the great work that the club has been doing to phase out our dependence on dirty energy and stopping the construction of new coal-fired power plants, while also increasing the use of clean, renewable energy resources. And I'm also very intrigued by the club's program to protect resilient habitat, which really takes the root of what the club has been doing since John Muir founded the organization over 100 years ago, and adapts it to a world that in which climate change is affecting how ecosystems may survive in the 21st century.
Right. Anything you would change or new programs that you want to initiate there?
Well, I think that what we want to do is hold on to the best aspects of the club, the grassroots base that drives all of the Sierra Club's most powerful campaigns, and at the same time to continue to be as solutions-oriented and innovative as possible. So I think you'll see increasing energy going into how we can replace, to give an example, how we can replace dirty old coal-fired power plants with clean renewable energy resources. You'll see us try to innovate in the ways in which we organize to bring more young people and communities of color into the work that we do.
And what's your view of the time frame for really getting the renewable sectors up and running, and what could act, when you talk about the dirty sectors, you're talking about coal, what could act as the bridge until we get there?
Well, the time frame is immediate right now. We think that there is an ability today to begin shutting down some of the oldest and dirtiest coal plants and begin to make much more significant investments in solar and wind and geothermal in some places, and definitely some more aggressive investments in energy efficiency. In many areas, we'll be promoting natural gas as not a permanent solution to climate change, but certainly as a bridge fuel that can bring us reduce our dependence on the dirtiest forms of energy and transition to what will be a truly and totally clean energy economy in the future.
Now, you said you were talking about the Sierra Club really focusing mostly on grassroots advocacy than direct work with Congress, but you do see the climate debate. I mean, it really is so much focused in the Senate right now, so you do have plans to jump into that arena.
Absolutely. So one of the reasons why I came to the Sierra Club is that it plays a strong inside game and an outside game. Sierra Club has one of the most effective lobbying forces, not only in Congress, but in state houses across the country. And it works to build and increase political will through the grassroots around the country. So one of the secrets in our special sauce for environmental activism has been doing both sides of the political game, and certainly that'll continue in the future.
And what is your take on the outcome of the Copenhagen talks and what you think can be achieved this year?
Well, I think that anybody who really studied the talks has to be disappointed with the opportunity that was lost. Certainly, it's good that China is moving and India and other countries are beginning to take climate change more seriously. It was good to see the United States make a larger commitment than it has to both reduce carbon emissions, but also to increase financing for clean energy solutions. But there's much more work that needs to be done and much more political capital that needs to be spent by the United States and other countries if we're going to be taking ourselves seriously at whether or not we can transition to a global economy that's powered by clean energy.
All right, well, we hope to catch you back here in D.C. sometime soon. Michael Brune with the Sierra Club, thank you so much and congratulations again.
Thanks for having me on, Susan. I'll see you soon.